Good day, friends. We are reading through John 15, and yesterday we heard that Jesus said we need to remain in Him. He's the vine and we are the branches. We need to remain in Him. But we read then in verse 2, chapter 15 verse 2, that the Father is the gardener and He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit. He prunes so that it will bear even more fruit. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, He prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. So the Father, the true gardener, when He prunes and He cuts off those branches that does not bear fruit, it is for the aim that there will be more fruit. There will be great fruit. So the Father carefully watches and look and finds those branches that does not bear fruit. Father will not only cut off the dead branches, but He will carefully prune so that those branches that bear fruit, they will bear even more fruit. And we need to trust the Father that He is the perfect gardener and He knows what He is doing as He will cut off those branches, prune. And pruning is painful and sometimes it's hurtful, but He will prune us so that we will bear more fruit. And verse 8 of chapter 15 says, "This is to my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples." Friends, let us trust God. Let God do His work of pruning in your and my life, because it will be for our good that we will bear much fruit, and it will be for His glory. We need to trust Him as the perfect gardener. Sometimes it might even be that bitterness grow root in us. And there's bitterness and unforgiveness that the Father needs to prune away so that you and I will bear much fruit. We said part of that fruit bearing in chapter 15 is that we will love one another. Jesus says in that chapter, "I give you a command, a new command. This is my command. Love one another." Part of bearing fruit, an important fruit-bearing aspect of being a disciple of Jesus Christ, is that we will love one another. And as the Father prunes you and me, it will be so that we will love one another, that there will be greater fruit-bearing of loving one another, and it will be for His glory and honor. Don't you want to go and read John chapter 15 and ask Holy Spirit to show you and to lead you and to guide you as you remember to remain in the vine? Jesus says, "Remain in me." If we do not remain in Jesus, we're not connected to Him, we cannot bear fruit. And secondly, today, the Father will prune. He will prune every branch that bears fruit so that there will be even more fruit, so that you and I will grow to become more and more like Jesus, and especially we will grow in loving one another unconditionally, the way that Jesus Christ loves you and me. Go and read chapter 15. Ask Holy Spirit to guide and lead you, and what is He saying specifically to you today. May you experience a blessed and a fruitful day and a fruitful week.